that. Here we go. Jeez, you know, it's like I would always like to know what I'm going to say before I say it, but it's impossible to know everything that I'm going to say before I say it. So you just have to start. And that is just what the new moon is all about. And we just had that new moon a couple hours ago here at the time that I'm doing this Pele report. Today is January 20th of 2015. This is Kaypacha, and I'm giving an astrological look at what the heck is going on, as well as, I don't know, it's just a Pele report, you know. Many of you have seen a lot of these before. So today I have a big announcement to make. You know, I don't like to make announcements and promote things, but I have been working on, along with Christopher and Jeannie, a new website. We've been working on it for a couple of months. It is a change, a big change for me. I'm changing it from New Paradigm Astrology to the New Paradigm Astrology Cooperative. This is the age of Aquarius. This is the new moon at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And Aquarius is about community and cooperatives and innovation. And so I've got 6 good astrology expert friends of mine. Some of them old friends, some of them new friends. Adam Gainsberg, Adam Sumner, Jessica Bork, Maurice Fernandez, Ari Moshi, yeah, and Sol Johnson. Great astrologers. They're joining me on the website. They're joining me on the forum. I've got this community thing happening, the New Paradigm Astrology community, because the Pele report is just not enough astrology if you want to learn astrology. I do longer videos, 2 of them every month. I do a question and answer webinar. If you join this community, yeah, it's $15 a month. You've got these archives of all these teachings and all this astrology going back a long period of time. One of these guests, I have a guest expert every month, and there's a forum. I got over 500 people, and we're all just talking astrology and everything else too, anything you want to talk about. It's a huge chat room. It's a huge forum where ideas are exchanged and learning happens. It's fantastic. And the new website, yeah, it puts out a whole bunch of new stuff. It's not done yet. We're still working on it. It's a work in progress. Which brings me to the Pele report for today, because you know what we got going on? Mercury, Venus, opposite Jupiter. Yeah? And this is a little bit of a challenging period. And, you know, the other thing I need to go into today is there's no way I can fit all of the astrology of our times into this little Pele report today. I'm gonna expand upon today because this is a powerful day. This is a powerful month, and I can't just cover it all in 15 minutes. I've got the Sabian symbols that I want to share with you today. And I've talked about these Sabian symbols before. They are very powerful. They are a psychic vision of each degree of the 360 degrees of the zodiac. Yes? And this psychic saw into each degree, and there's a deep meaning to each degree. Now, Mercury goes retrograde tomorrow at 18 degrees, the 18th degree of Aquarius. So I want to read to you, yeah? And it is a man's secret motives are being publicly unmasked. So what we have is Mercury comes up 3 times a year, and it goes retrograde for 3 weeks. And this retrograde period, it's an optical illusion. It's an optical phenomenon, yeah? You know, it has to do with this whole idea. Obviously, the planet does not turn around and go backwards. But our perception of it in the night sky, it appears as if it is going backwards. the morning sky, the evening sky. And when it's retrograde, Mercury symbolizes our left brain navigational communication, thinking, planning, how I get from A to B to C to D. It's linear, it's logical, it's strategies, it's business, it's commerce. When it goes retrograde, it's not business as usual. It's not outward, communicate, go, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's time to reflect, go inward, contemplate, be still. So a lot of times people experience it as their car breaking down, their computers breaking down, all of the things that are usual and normal, that I want to, do this masculine, radiate, outward. It's a whole patriarchal male energy going on, particularly in the Western civilizations. Mercury retrograde is a feminine, inner, reflective time, and everybody goes, oh, ooh, no, ah, ooh, ah. I don't want to reflect, I don't want to feel, I don't want to go in, I don't want to, contemplate. No, it's about action and accomplishment and control and mastering the outside world and blah, 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 blah. It's about changing everybody else and changing society and changing the world at large. Which brings me to the other thing that's going on now. Today, exacto, Uranus is exactly conjunct the south node of the moon, and that is happening at the 13th degree of Aries. Let me read you the Sabian symbol for that one. An unexploded bomb reveals an unsuccessful social protest. The keynote for that Dane Rudyard writes, is an immature evaluation of the possibility of transforming suddenly the status quo. This is going on. Uranus moves very slowly. The moon's nodes moves very slowly. This is the whole month of January. And I've been talking about Uranus conjunct the south node. It's been going on for a couple of months, and it's going to go on for a couple more. Yeah? So we can say really November, December, peaking in January, but also give it February and March. It's a 5-month transition. And in Uranus is the nervous system, it is the rebel, it is the revolution, it is the individuation of like, I have to express my own unique, powerful truth in the sign of Aries. It's redefining who are, it's our essential identity. Which brings me back to the Jupiter opposite Mercury, Venus. Jupiter is in Leo. Jupiter expands. Leo is my creative self, my expression. I'm the king, I'm the queen, I'm big, I'm awesome, I'm the Tom Turkey, I'm the peacock. Hey, look at me, everybody. You get Jupiter in there. And it's opposite what? Aquarius is society, the status quo. Aquarius is the community. It's the global planetary consciousness. And this is this whole thing going on that's going to be going on for a couple thousand years with the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius makes Leo the shadow. And Leo is the individual, and Aquarius is the society. And so we're all going to be going through for the rest of our lives this whole play between not feeling oppressed, controlled, dominated, locked down by society, but finding the avenue, finding the ways, finding the original means to express our purpose, our unique purpose within that society. So it's pretty trippy. And the challenge here, and this is expressed, yes, in the Sabian symbol, immaturity. This Cancer Leo is the child, adolescent energy. It's the subjective, personal realm that doesn't always, it's kind of narcissistic and myopic. It doesn't always see the greater, bigger, wider, broader picture. And so there can be this, you know, I just want my way. And Jupiter opposite Venus is indulgence. Jupiter opposite Mercury, yes, can be, you know, just overly optimistic, overly, you know, expansive, overly, you know, like it's all going to happen, it's all going to go my way. It's like, give me all the money, spend all the money, you know, and invade other people's territory, take other people's money, it's like, take things for granted. There can be a tendency towards ignorance. And what is ignorance? But it's like, you know, there's a time and a season for everything. And ignorance is not sensing, feeling the time. So it's doing things out of time, out of step. It's like, you know, you're on the dance floor, you know, with somebody who really knows how to dance and you're stepping on their feet. Yeah. This is what can be happening when you are not sensitive and feeling into the space and other people's needs and society's space and society's needs. It's pretty trippy. There's so much going on here. I mean, you know, we know that Mars is conjunct Neptune, and this, you know, so Venus, Mercury are, you know, conjunct right now, but then Venus is going to go retrograde again. It's going to go back to 2 degrees of Aquarius, and then it's going to go forward again. So we have this whole phasal thing going on. It's a couple months that Mercury on January 6th came through 2 degrees Aquarius, goes up to 18, 17, goes retrograde, back down to 2, and then goes up, yes, through there, and it's really not until March that it revisits where it is today. I think it's March 6th, yeah? So there's this time period, yeah? You know, that goes on for a while. So these symbols are giving us information and understanding that has to do, you know, with a few months period of time. And I just want to give you another one. I'm going to, like I say, join the community, man, because I'm going to go into this. I'm going to do a much longer video on all of this later on today for the community, yeah? But the underlying, you know, the evolutionary intention is always the Pluto polarity point. So all we have to do is always look to Pluto in Capricorn now, yes, and it is at the 14th degree. And we say, you know, this is the transformation and the death of the old order, of the old establishment, of our old sense of, you know, security in this physical, financial world and economy. And the polarity point of Pluto says that we evolve now through Cancer, 14 degrees of Cancer. And Cancer is this feeling inner world. And it is this intuitive connection through water. It's a water sign. I should not do these things with the wind blowing behind me. Shit. Okay, man. The Pluto polarity point Sabian symbol. This is awesome. Here's the bottom line, man. A very old man facing a vast dark space to the northeast. Dane Rudhyar goes into, and I'm going to go into this whole thing of the tilting of the Earth's polar axis at 23 degrees off of the plane of the ecliptic. Points, and this wobble of the 26,000 year precession of the equinoxes really points to this void, the deep void out in space. The keynote that he has here is fulfillment in transcending and changeless wisdom. The Earth rotates on this polar axis, and that polar axis is the polar axis, and we are rotating. There is a center. There is a core. even to the rotation of our whole planet. And of course, this old man is the archetype, yes, of the wizened, crone, powerful, yeah, masculine or feminine, yeah. But this energy is seeking, yes, transcending this illusionary world and finding fulfillment within. And of course, that within brings us to as above, so below. Oh man, know thyself. It's written across the, the temples in Greece. So when we add all of this up, and my mantra for today and everything for today is just about, yes, well, let me go into the mantra if I can remember it. The wind blew it away. When I am feeling overwhelmed and don't know what to do, I need to slow down and contemplate, not bite more than I can chew. There's a time now where, when you're backed into a corner, when life gets really intense and you're under a lot of pressure, you can explode like that unexploded bomb, or say, you know what, I gotta change something, I don't care what it is, or blah, 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 or I need to escape, I can't handle it, freak out. There's the tendency to overreact, to overdo, to explode, to just prematurely, immaturely not get the lesson that life is trying to bring us, trying to teach us. This one of patience, of perseverance, of understanding, of the changeless wisdom in every moment, in every encounter with every person. And that society or our communities or other people, it's not about us changing them to bring them over to our point of view. It's about us expanding our point of view to include their reality. Got to remember that one. Oh man, it's exciting, it's titillating, it can be somewhat exhausting and overwhelming. So it's really essential now to not overreact, to not overexpand, to not do this Jupiter opposition of, and even overindulge. It's like, I can't handle it. Give me some chocolate and some cake and some, ice cream. More movies, more sex, more something to just numb me out to this insanity or whatever. No, it's just like, you know what? Breathe, slow down, stay in the game. Stay in the game, see it as a game, and master that game. And this too shall pass. This is, like I say, it's peaking today. It's been building for a couple of months, and it's going to be passing off by the end of March. So, it's just like, get the most out of it. Enjoy this time of tremendous potential, and just really try to include everybody in your game. And not in a way of controlling them or dominating them or, blowing their minds or, but really having a North Node in Libra communal experience. There is a possibility of making win-win situations. I go back to my major life mantra. It's not either or, it's both and more. We can do this together. So one more time, the mantra for today is, when I'm feeling overwhelmed and don't know what to do, I need to slow down and contemplate, not bite more than I can chew. Namaste. Aloha. So much love and luck to you. check out my website. Now go over there, and if there's, I mean, it's not right, it's not perfect, it's not done yet. So I'm taking feedback. If you see something that's goofy, you know, send an email or contact us or something, yeah? Got to straighten this sucker out. See ya.